Today, April 9th, is the 100th day of the year. Usually April 10th is the 100th day of the year, but as I am repeatedly reminded as I go through this series and I make all of these videos, this year is a leap year, right? So April 9th is the 100th day, and likewise that means this is going to be my 100th video. And that's weird, a little bit weird, that I'm making my 100th video, because it feels like a milestone. In some sense, it is a milestone. In other senses, like, okay, we're not even a third of the way in. A third is roughly 120 videos. That would make 360. So, you know, that's close to a third of the videos. But we're not there yet. We're at 100. But 100 still feels like a milestone, and I can promise you I will not be making a video for my 120th video. I will not be making a special... I will be making a video. I won't be making a special video about the fact that it's a third of the channel, but for this one it feels kind of important. It's a cent, right? It's 100 videos, and 100 is a special number for some reason, and you know, so let's talk about that. And I have this, like, interesting predicament that I'm in, where for the January 1st, February 1st, and March 1st uploads, I made videos talking about the channel and my experience making videos for the channel. But the thing is, that has to stop. I mean, not stop entirely, but I couldn't make the first video of every month about it, because, you know, after a while, I wouldn't really say it has started to blend together. Each video is still sort of a new experience. Some of them are less than others, but they're all, you know, unique in their own way. Some of them are more memorable than others, but you know how it is. I guess the main point is that, you know, if I made 12 of those such videos, you know, the 12th one and the 6th one might be interesting, but everything in between, I think, would progressively be less and less interesting. And so I made the bold choice for this April 1st not to make a video talking about the channel, but actually it was a Billy Hatcher video, and it was absolutely nothing related to that. But that was actually a trick. I only did that because this video was on its way. We had 100 videos coming up, and I wanted to make a special video for that. And, you know, from my perspective, the videos where I talk about the channel, I try to avoid those, but sometimes it's impossible to. That I try my best to avoid making videos about MelonKeepR Gold, because I don't want to get stuck in this kind of self-referential hell. There was this long period of time, well, maybe not, maybe it wasn't as long as I'm remembering, but there was this period of time during the Mario Maker Alpharad Plus series where they actually spent more time talking about how funny and ironic Alpharad Plus is than actually just being funny and ironic. And while MelonKeepR Gold is not necessarily an attempt to be funny or ironic, I like to think that I can provide more than just talking about the state of my channel and, you know, like, how that's going. But the other end of it is I've actually received good feedback about those episodes. People who I talk to about MelonKeepR Gold, I say, hey, like, I know that you're watching the videos, what did you think of this one? And it's reviewing well. Right, like the 2 months of MelonKeepR Gold, the 1 month of MelonKeepR Gold, people liked those videos, people enjoyed watching those videos, and so I've come to this point where, like, okay, I will not make one every month. I'm pretty, like, sold on that idea, but okay, maybe I can make more of those kinds of videos, right? Maybe it's not such a bad thing. I shouldn't avoid it entirely. So I don't know what's really in the cards for the next few videos. I know that today's video is the scent, and I want to talk about the scent, but moving forward, I don't know how much of that you're going to see, but I'm certainly not going to try to avoid it like it is the worst thing ever, because apparently people like watching those videos. But in any case, it's been 100 videos, and how has it been? Well, we've had a couple closer calls now than we had the last time. When I made the 2 months of MelonKeepR Gold video, I was very far ahead. I went to Blockbuster, which was an invitation Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament. It was really awesome. But part of preparing to go away and, you know, be away for 5 days where I'm not really able to record is that I had to have videos ready. I had to have videos prepared. And so I was very far ahead to start with. I was already like, you know, a couple videos ahead, but in the process of making all of those videos, I think I recorded like 7 or 8, even though I only left for 5 days. It was something like that. I think what it was is I had one video extra prepared. So I had 5 videos prepared for March 1 to 5. I also had a March 6th video prepared. But in the process of recording the 1 to 5 videos, I also recorded the February 29th video and stuff like that. Those were all recorded in the same like couple days, the same session. And you know, if you've been following the channel, you know that that's no longer the case, and I'm actually, you know, I mean, it's gotten more comfortable now, but I have not perpetually been ahead. Like, from the start of the channel, I was ahead, and now I'm not always ahead. You saw the Foragers video where I actually was ahead, but I didn't have time to upload any of the videos that I had prepared. They were all too long, and I got home at like 11:30. There's a whole story with that. I tried to record a video on the bus, but then that video ended up being too long, so it couldn't upload before I got home. So I had to pivot and, you know, make a whole new thing. And, you know, that was a stressful day because MelonKeepR Gold almost ended there. So what I've learned is I need to have short videos prepared as well as long ones, because if I don't have something scheduled and I go out and I end up staying out longer than I anticipated, then it becomes a stressful situation. So, you know, I've learned my lesson part of the way, but I can't always be super prepared. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not always going to be super prepared. Part of doing the challenge is that, you know, MelonKeepR Gold has taken up a significant amount of time. Like, unironically, genuinely, just it's taken a long time to make all of these videos, and to most of all, like, make videos I'm proud of. I haven't uploaded a lot of videos that I think are bad videos. Some of them are better than others, but like, for the most part, I'm trying to not upload complete garbage each time. I'm trying to make sure that, like, what I'm talking about makes sense and that I'm not just rambling. I mean, if the video's like an hour and a half long, you know, most people aren't going to watch it anyway. Some of those videos get a bit, by the end of, you know, if you've seen the Juice Galaxy video, by the end of those videos, they were getting a bit ridiculous. But, you know, by any measure, those videos are fine. Particularly to start with, if it's going to end up being a long video, I'd like to make the start as engaging as possible. And so, you know, MelonKeepR Gold takes up a lot of time, and so, you know, part of that is that I have other things going on. I'm still a student, and, you know, that takes ultimate priority is my university stuff. If I had to fail MelonKeepR Gold to turn in an assignment on time, of course I'm going to turn in the assignment on time, but I'm doing my best to prepare to never be put in that situation, right? And, you know, it's interesting because, you know, I've already caught myself in a couple situations where I'm like, damn, this is really close for comfort. I've uploaded a few videos at like 10 p.m. and I uploaded the Foragers one at 11:30. I recorded the Foragers one at 11:30. It was a very close call, and it wasn't, you know, the best recording either. It was a minute long, but it had to be. Like, that was necessity. And I want to avoid those situations as much as possible. But if they happen, I would rather do that than fail the challenge. I would rather record a 10-second long Flappy Bird video than miss out on the challenge entirely. And so when you see those uploads and they're disappointing because they're short, I want you to remember that it's very possible that those uploads exist so that the channel can keep going. And so I've been thinking about this video length problem because a lot of my videos are in the realm of like 16 to 25 minutes, and then they have a couple, like, you know, some of my videos will be like an hour long, an hour and a half. At the longest, I uploaded the 1 hour 50 minutes Portal 2 video, right? So my videos are decent in length. Like, they're not that long on average, but I'm uploading every day, and I know that nobody is really watching all of them. Some people are quite dedicated, and I really appreciate that. Some people are actually watching these videos each time, but I can see in the statistics that the majority of people are clicking, they're watching some of the video, and they're not finishing it, and I'm fine with that, because the point of Gold was never to, like, you know, maximize for engagement. If I wanted to do that, this whole channel would have to be structured differently. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to make fun videos, and I'm trying to have fun making those videos. And so, right, yeah. And so when I make these really long videos, I'm thinking like, oh, this is a treat. I get to record for a long time and just kind of, you know, talk for a little bit, and hopefully people can enjoy that. Hopefully people can enjoy that. But then I think, you know, if the average video is 20 some minutes, and then the extremely odd occasion, some of them are like an hour and a half, well, maybe more of my videos should be in the realm of 8 to 12 minutes, right? Maybe the shorter videos will actually be appreciated as well. If the long videos are the exceptions, then maybe the average video should be shorter as well. But I find it harder to do that. I find it harder to record for a short amount of time. So, I mean, if you're watching this now, give me your thoughts. Do you want to see shorter videos? I kind of want to try it out and see if I can make shorter videos work. See if I can make them interesting enough to justify how short they are. Because, you know, to my mind, you know, some of these 20-minute videos are 40 minutes in effort. Like the Celeste video, I had to go through and edit that. That was like a 40-minute recording that I edited down to 20 minutes. But a lot of these 20-minute videos are 20 minutes in effort. I just record it, I move on. Very rarely am I like editing these. So I think, as a rule, if I'm going to upload like an 8-minute long video, yeah, some of them will be 8 minutes of effort, but I would like if I could make those 8-minute videos roughly 20 minutes in effort. Now, what does that mean? What does 20 minutes of effort for an 8-minute long video mean? Well, it could mean more edited content. It could mean that I'm, you know, doing a longer recording session, and I'm editing it down to 8 minutes. But then, you know, I'm not sure if that really fits the vibe. And honestly, that sounds like it's going to be hard to maintain as a status quo for the channel. So I don't see that really happening. I don't want my like reducing the length of the average video. I don't want that to be as a reason or as a way to make lower effort content. I want to make better content, and I'm thinking about these shorter videos because I know that people watch short videos, because I know that people aren't finishing 20-minute, half-hour long videos. And if I could, you know, put out a good like 8-minute long video, I think that would be good. Now, don't worry if you're into the longer content, the 20-minute long content. I don't think that's going anywhere. All of this is in the realm of the very hypothetical. You know, some of the videos are short. I uploaded the Cyclo 8 video, and that was just a speed run. It was 1 minute 40 something seconds. The video was a bit longer because the in-game time doesn't match the real time, but you know, some of these videos will just be speedrun VODs. I mean, that'll happen less frequently than it has. I mean, it's been 2 videos so far that have just been speedrun VODs. And the reason for that is because Stranded Isle's a game that means a lot to me, so, you know, getting a new PB, uploading that felt really appropriate for the channel. And with Cyclo 8, it's just because I really wanted to make a video on the game, because I think it's a really cool game, but the game's really short, and I didn't want to upload, you know, 3.5 minutes of me struggling through the game, but trying to do commentary over the top when I can just upload a 1 minute speedrun that's actually quite good, right? It's actually quite, like, fun to watch, I think. And so there's aspects to it when I actually, you know, despite all the jokes and stuff, and despite all the clickbait and stuff like that, I actually do put effort into the videos that I'm making, and I do try to upload stuff that isn't garbage. So, you know, I would like to have some of those shorter videos prepared just in the case that I can't upload in time, but I'll try not to make them the standard is basically what I'm saying. And you know, the best way to avoid that problem that I had with the Foragers video where I hadn't uploaded and I needed to get it out is it's just to schedule the uploads, which, you know, for periods of the channel I have scheduled uploads, but the thing is, it's really easy to procrastinate. It's really easy to say, oh, I'll do it later, I'll upload it later. You know, I'll upload it, I'll go to uni, I'll come home and I'll upload it when I get home. And most of the time this works, but some of the time you're like, oh, you know, I'll go out with my friends after uni, and then it's like, oh, it's, you know, 10 p.m, I'm on the bus. Will I even be able to upload this in time? So I should plan ahead better, but part of the fun is trying to make up for those situations and trying to find ways to make it work. So there is also that aspect where, like, yeah, the channel is supposed to be a bit scuffed. I'm not supposed to get everything right the first time. There's supposed to be learning experiences in there. And part of that learning experience is making videos like the one you're watching now, where I'm kind of recapping what I've learned from, you know, doing this channel, and, you know, the failings of some bits of it and the successes of others. I think we can call that March 1st to 5th period, the blockbuster kind of period, we can call that a complete success. I don't think if you had watched those videos you would have guessed that I had been gone for all of those 5 days. And also I think some of those were pretty good videos. I put up the Legend MM predictions, which by all means was a better video than the Legend 43 predictions. I put up the 2 months of MelonKeepR Gold video, which people quite liked. Trying to think of what else I put up. The Superflight video is a bit of a throwaway, but some of the videos, most of the videos will just be throwaways. Honestly, when I think about it, like, most of these videos will not be remembered. The ones that will be remembered will most likely be the exceptional, you know, the longest video on the channel, which right now is the Portal 2 video, but I promise it won't stay that. I promise that there will be at least one video, probably more, that are longer than the Portal 2 video. I think that the longest video on this channel will be remembered for something. The shortest video on this channel, which as of my uploading is the Wordle video, which is like 50 seconds long. Those 2 videos are going to be remembered. Any videos that have, you know, people in them. So, you know, my friend Douglas, my friend Kieran. Those videos are probably going to be remembered in particular by those people. You know, they're probably going to remember that they were in the videos. But yeah, the average video, you know, this video will not be remembered. You know, particularly. So I guess, yeah, I mean, there's one way to look at it, that the average video is just throwaway. So maybe I can worry a little less about you know, how much effort each video takes, and worry more about just putting one out every day, and, you know, saving time for those special videos where I'm, you know, hanging out with other people, or maybe I'm doing you know, IRL videos. That's still something I want to do, is record some like tabletop games or something. I think that would be really fun. And, you know, technically they still count as games. I never stipulated that they had to be video games, and I will absolutely adhere to not making every game on this channel a video game. I think that, you know, it would be a failing on my part if I ended the year and I just played 366 video games, right? So far, I've played 100 video games, but by the end of the year, I will not have played 366. I will make sure some of them are tabletop games. I will make sure some of them are like maybe arcade games or something. I definitely want to make sure that I'm like doing other types of video, because I think that will be the most kind of interesting thing I can do with this whole challenge, is to kind of you know, flip the format on its head a bit and try to do something different. In fact, I even think, like, you know, all I said was that I have to upload a video with a game in it. The video doesn't have to be a gaming video, so maybe there's an angle there, you know? I don't know, but yeah, I think there's a lot I can do with the channel that I haven't got to yet, but, you know, expect big things, but for the most part expect little things, I guess, is the conclusion of this video. And yeah, you know what, I won't hang on it any longer. I think that's a good place to end the video. And in keeping with the kind of theme of this video, which is that you know, nothing on an individual level will be perfect, and that you know, not all of these videos will be interesting, not all of these videos will be perfect, but I should aim to make the whole, the greater whole, MelonKeepR Gold, is the fun part. Not the individual videos themselves, but what has been created by the end of this. And so, yeah, maybe take that into your personal life. I'm not trying to give life advice right now. I'll see you later.